All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people. Happy Sunday, great Biafrans all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you've not yet subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notifications so that we will notify you whenever we drop our spanking news. Now, let us go straight up to Enugu State. Yes, a critical issue has actually happened in Enugu State. Imagine something that made the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa to declare Tuesday as another sit at home only in Enugu State. So there will be sit at home in Enugu State because of the dying of that innocent young man. He is a father with two sons. A man who was spied by the Nigerian police. He is a Biafran and he is a musician. According to the story, he was invited, by the Nigerian, the so-called Nigerian police, the terrorist police that have been buying innocent people. He was invited and they shot him over 8 bullets. Now, from the video on S handle, because the video is on, everywhere on S handle, they said that the police said that they shot him accidentally, that it was an accidental discharge of bullet. Now, when they brought the body of the young man, how can you accidentally shoot somebody over 8 times? So, at least there is nothing less than 8 bullet holes on the person's body. So, it is very simple. It was a case of pure murder. It was a case of pure murder. And this man is not the first person. He's not the second victim. Neither is he the third victim. This is something that has been going on in Biafran land for years. For years. Even before, people like the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa started, speaking up and started doing the needful. Now, you see the reason why we must continue this thing that the Prime Minister is doing. You see why the Biafran Liberation Army have stood their ground to make sure that they wipe or they chase away every state actors and non-state actors in Biafran land. Both the army, both the police, both the so-called vigilantes, AVG, and the rest of them, Ebubuago and the rest of them, being sponsored by the so-called governors who have been the ones who have been championing and leading the buying of innocent people. A lot of innocent people have lost their life. Fathers have lost their life. Young men have lost their life by these terrorists. But one promise that the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has actually made, whether accidental or not, it was a pure case of murder. And the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has come up to say that there will be a sit at home. And I know Tuesday will be hot in Enugu State. So wherever you are, better tell your families to calm down and sit at home. Because the Biafran Liberation Army will be hitting down, those or fishing out those who pied this innocent man that you're seeing on your screen. He is an innocent man. He was murdered by the Nigerian police. His only offense is that he is a Biafran, somebody who was setting up his musical equipment. You shot him over 8 times and you're saying that it was accidental. The same way you've taken the life of innocent people. So what should happen to the children of this young man? Kiagana, and they want to live happily and continue to commit more murder in Biafran land. We say no and we stand by our ground. Come Tuesday, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has announced that there will be a total shutdown, and then Woto will come upon those who have actually cut the life of this young man.
Except this freedom of Biafra. If you know you are not supporting freedom of Biafra, you are gone. This is the reason why I am so furious with that Delilah, that evil woman. I am so furious. And you know what the DOS are using these women to do? Every of these women under them. Take, for example, FA. The same thing. Got her. They turn all of that to Olosho. They will have them to themselves, have the videos, and at the end, they will use them. You know, FA could not even hide her own any longer. She have to come out plain and accept. She said, yeah, she did it. Yeah, she's sleeping with them. She accepted that whenever they go for protest, they pay and she will do. That is it. The same thing they have used Ejiro Bikadi to do in Finland. They all confess of how these men are using them.
Because they are criminals. Criminals.
Yes, just to blackmail them. Because if they send them error and they refuse to go, just the way they hold this Delilah to ransom, so they will open that video. They will open her nakedness, and that is why they are afraid. We know all this. But so far you said you still continue to open your gutter mouth and come out to be talking trash at our Prime Minister. We are ready for you day and night. That is just the fact.
Thank you, my sister. Just to add to that, the Nigerian government has failed. They have failed woefully because, number one, the government is unable to provide basic service or interact with other states. They cannot. When they interact with other states, they are going there to tell them they cannot even make a discussion. Give us Simon Ekpa. Bring him down here so that we can crucify him. They cannot interact. Nobody takes them seriously. Everything that comes from the zoo, everybody now know, because according to record, they thought the zoo would have ended a long time ago. They were even surprised that the zoo is still holding on, clutching in for a very tiny strings of rope. The international community is gathering on them, is closing in on them. They can feel it. Everybody is jittery. They don't know how to handle this. According to record, I did not even read it properly. Apparently, these wicked people have traveled out of the country, both of them, many times. I'm going to dig out where I found that information. Within the space of 1 year that they've been there. At one time, just last week, both of them were not in the country. This one is going there. That one is going there. What are they looking for? Beggars. That their country is listed among the countries that are going to be fed by the international community. Fed because their country people are hungry. Over more than 80% of their people only survive on the meals they provide in a day. Everybody is hungry. Useless failed state. There is no political, there is political instability everywhere. That moron, I'm going to play him, Musa has confirmed. Christopher Musa, we are fighting here, we are fighting there, we are fighting there, we are fighting there. Political instability. The country is at its knees. Economic decline. Economic decline. People are suffering every day. People are protesting for food. They are hungry. Now in Yoruba area, we saw on social media, some rich people are cooking food. Now people are going to go and eat. This is how they have subjected the people to their knees. And the leader is telling them, when you were producing a lot of oil and you were making money, what did you do with it? Now that I've come to be the prime minister, don't disturb me. Oh. Don't tell me that you are hungry. That is your response from your prime minister. I be your president, they call it. From your president, that is the response from him. He said in those days we were producing a lot of crude oil, we were making money. What did we do with the money? Now that he is president, you people are saying this and that. There's no money, there's no crude oil. Oh yeah, go ahead and do whatever you want to do. Useless country that is on its knee. Poor infrastructure. We know that the roads are treacherous. Their people are dying. That useless the Delta State governor that he called himself. That useless man. One TikTok guy that the road was so bad that when it rains, it's like a swimming pool. The man wanted to show by demonstrating, by protesting. He told them that give me soap, let me bath in the road that they have provided for us. What did they do? This is the criminality of this country. They will use their power to subjugate people. They went to intimidate him, arrest him because it's showing that useless. They call him that useless governor that he called himself, the governor of Delta State. He had the audacity to go and be arresting this guy. Now God knows what they've done with him, and people are laughing. People are laughing, and you hear the likes of Arise News. They are talking about it and doing nothing. This is what is happening. Individuals are being punished. They are being subjugated in the country. People are dying every day. They are being adopted every day, everywhere. That is what the idiot did. High crime rate. Everywhere is full of crime. All the women have turned to whatever Olosho. Our young men, they are doing 419 Yahoo, all sorts of things. The police and all their defense forces, they are even the worst. The police are the worst. Oh, they are the ones collecting money, bribe money, because they are not being paid enough. Just as the citizens are being hungry, they are hungry. They will be collecting. In fact, there was one that the guy actually asked him to take only 1,000 naira. Hell, he only took 1,000 naira for bribe. He was telling them, I'm going to judge. So there's a lot of places I'm going to pass. If I give you 2,000, how much am I going to pay till I get to where I am going? This is an indictment. This is why the international community must let us do what we want to do. Do not be a stumbling block to our life. People say enough. Our prime minister is Toknadu. Enough is enough. When he says enough is enough, he carries out his own enough is enough. The rest of the likes of Shoare and all of these other people killing people unnecessarily, telling them to go and protest. They only want something for themselves. They will not do anything. It is only Biafra that is the solution and is the answer to this problem. Enough is enough, and that is one. Yes, so, and then the corruption. Where do we want to start with the corruption? Where the whole president of the country, he is the president, he has health issues which he has not disclosed to us, but we know he goes abroad at least once in a month or every fortnightly to sort out his health issues. This is a man who said he's the president. He is even the minister for petroleum oil. These are criminals from the pit of hell. All of them are corrupt to the hell. There is he's the minister for petroleum oil. Ask him. They have ruined that place to stupor. He's now got a company in Malta where he's the one doing the refined petrol, bringing it back to the country, and where the country is paying him trillions of naira for them to supply petrol. And that is why they were sabotaging. That is why Dangote said, if you do not release everything you promise to give me, I will lay it out to the world to know your atrocity. This is a criminal that ate Lagos State to stupor. Now he has carried out in the federal government. His family, do you want of money these people have been squandering? They have been squandering. The list of how they have destroyed the country. I am doing this. I am going to list it. What they have done. They have renovated this, renovated that. They have they renovated what is his name? The Boko Haram the Boko Haram leader. They renovated his vice president.
Shetima.
Yeah, so They renovated. If you see how much money these idiots have been spending,
It's a
they
capture.
renovated.
Nigeria is a capture state. Anybody that is going there is just for their own benefit. Look at Peter
Yes, now.
Obi. Peter Obi went to the extent of congratulating Gowon, 90 years old, Gowon, that killed our own people. More than 5 million people died in the hand of Gowon. And Peter Obi, that the rest of the zoo youth are hoping that is going to save them. Peter Obi went and congratulated somebody that is holding the blood of over 5 million people. He went and congratulated him, telling him that he has done well for killing his people to hold Nigeria to become one. Do you understand? This is the extent they can go. All they want is for their own selfish reason, nothing else. Nothing else. Do not hope that one agent is coming to come and save you apart from Biafra in that geographical location. Apart from Biafra, nobody else. No one else. I hope they are disappointed now, the obedient. Are they not disappointed?
My sister, that is how Chukwu Okike Abịama wants it. I will play Mazi Nnamdi Kanu this where he says this Chukwu Okike Abịama will be the one that will restore Biafra. No man will claim that they did it. This is how Chukwu Okike Abịama wants that London boy. That London boy, Chukwu Okike Abịama wants to really strip him naked. Completely strip him, and then he will go mad in the markets. That is what Chukwu Okike Abịama wants. That is why he will continue to make catastrophic mistake. He has no more supporter. People dislike him to the core. I am looking for that video where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that this man is a criminal. He killed people and put them in the Izu River. He killed them. And he wanted investigation. Peter Obi is a murderer, he said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said he's a murderer. So don't even let's talk about this murderous man. The man that's supposed to, anyway, he knows his days are numbered. I'm telling you, everybody is closing in on every single one of them. He will strip himself naked. He will use his own mouth to confess. That is the confession he's going through. He's going through that confession, and I can tell you the fact. That is why God is using him. He will say everything, and people will see him for what he is. He will strip himself naked. Obi, I can guarantee you. This is the process that is going through. He used his mouth to go to Brekete and saying, Biafra, there's nothing like Biafra. Biafra is dead. You will use that mouth you used to call. Biafra is God's own country. You use your mouth to say he's dead, and you will strip yourself naked. The process has started for him. I am very much conscious and aware of a lot of people that is here. So, Nkuruka, thanks for coming. And our lovely Jacob Biora has been patient. Abujebe is here. Mazoyeka is here. Thank you very much. Just let me finish the corruption. We left the corruption, then judicial ineffectiveness. You people know about the judicial ineffectiveness, which is our typical one is our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every court on earth has said release him. Even the UN arbitrarily said release him and pay him compensation. Everybody know. That is why when Shetima is jumping from one country to the other, he went to Sweden again, because when he went to Finland, he didn't get joy. He went to Sweden and say, no, Sweden and Finland and Norway, they are all the same. Because they think, because Norway is holding Amazonia, this thing. He said maybe Sweden has a influence on Norway. Maybe they can go from the back door and see what they can do for our prime minister. That is why he went to Sweden. Nothing more. This is what they are doing. But it will not work because they know that they've committed crime. There's somebody already that you kidnap. You are a kidnapper. No country wants to talk to international kidnapper. So you have failed. So, and you know all the judicial corruption, that ineffectiveness that is going on in the country. We can't begin to name them. The military interference. That one, if I start, the people put up their hands. They will not have opportunity. So I will leave this military interference till later. But my joy is that they came yesterday. They got water, big one, water, promise. Thank you. I yield my mic. Go ahead, Jacob Biora, and give your submission. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, my sister Clara Dean. This spirit of Biafra that is upon you, I pray that the spirit will be upon all of us so that we may be able to fire our enemies from all blocks, from all angles. I thank Chukwu Kabiama for everything, for the journey so far, for the way it has been leading us, for the way we've been taking our template in a meticulous way. I thank Chukwu Kabiama for the journey. And I say, may His grace continue to reign upon our life. Say. I want to greet you, the host, Lady Clara Dean, Helen Peter, the co-host, Mazi David Nana, all the ministers in the house, my brothers and sisters, my fellow Biafrans, all gathered here today. I greet all of you. I say, welcome to today's space. I do not have much to say concerning the topic of today. Who is Simon Ekpa? Simon Ekpa is the last man that will take us to the promised land. That is the definition of Simon Ekpa. And to talk about the Delilah of our time, I just want to, because I've been sitting and thinking, what will make a woman to act in this manner to a very good man like Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, a man who is the desire of every lady in the world, will make a woman to act in this kind of manner.
My brother, rejection. She has been rejected. When you have been rejected as a woman, is the scorn of a woman that is being rejected. That is what is making her go goo and gaga. She will strip naked. Don't worry.
There is
go
one
ahead.
thing that only came to my mind, and the only thing that came to my mind is that she's definitely an agent by a secret service. And when I recall that when Mazin Nnamdi Kanu started this agitation, when he took over from Wazirike, he must have been identified by the UK secret agents that this guy is going to rise this Biafra agitation. And the Biafra agitation is very sensitive to them, and it's a great concern to them. So they profiled him and say, if we leave this guy, he might spring up this agitation and to go to a large extent. So what best can they do? They recruited a woman to attach to him, to monitor him, know about him, and if possible, if he rises beyond what they perceive, the woman should bring him down or eliminate him at all costs. So that is the process where they recruited Delilah and attached her to become Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's wife, unknown to our leader. So she became the wife, acting as if she's a good person, that she's very nice to him, not knowing that she's an agent of a secret service because of the Biafra agitation. In order not to let this agitation go far, she has to act, know what Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is doing, and if the agitation rises beyond their perception, she will bring him down. And that is simply what I perceive that she has come to do. And she has been doing this thing even because I came to the reasoning. Why will a woman, as gentle as Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is, why will a woman be hooking him in his trouser, be wanting to blow him, slap him, harass him in the house? The simple answer is this. Just go, make sure you make him angry, let him touch you, then you call the police. They will come there and arrest him. That alone will disgrace him, will bring down his reputation, and those who are following him will no longer follow him because they will say it's a woman beater, it's a woman harasser. Yeah, they will give him all sorts of names. She didn't succeed at that. And that is where they now planned and, kidnapped him from Kenya. This Delilah of a woman is purely an agent of either this UK secret service, which they are using.
She is a Jezebel, nothing more.
Which they are using
from the pit of hell.
Yeah, because some of the characteristics of these people is that they don't have shame. Two, once they are given that mandate, they will fulfill that mandate. It's only death or they call that mission back. That is the only thing that will stop them. And three, they can sell their body to get their results. No matter what they sell anything they have to get what they want. And the second aspect of it is that she might have been recruited by DSS through maybe her father has a dirty skeleton in the cupboard and they pressurize her that if you don't do this, we will do your father this one. So you have to cooperate and give us what we want. Or she must have been blackmailed.
It is not my brother. Sorry, we keep interjecting you. We need to. Sorry. I do apologize for that.
Okay.
No, it's not might. It might not. Don't use the word might be from recruited by the secret agent. She's doing the work of the secret agent now, so we can come to a conclusion. When you do your analysis, we cannot come to a conclusion that it is true that she's definitely working for the secret agent. Be it wherever secret agent it is, but we know definitely one of them is the Zoo Nigeria, because she's doing exactly what she wants them to do: attack the prime minister so that Biafra will not come. Attack your so-called husband so that Biafra will come. You remember, it was when they wanted to marry her that women were pouring urine or something on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because it was Wazurike and all of these people that introduced this Delilah to this man. If they were the one, it was all set up. Your analysis is making sense, but come to the conclusion, because it's doing exactly what they want them to do. Because somebody who was silent for over 3 years, this is the 4th year of your so-called whatever partner you have a child for, was kidnapped in such a manner, and it's now you are bringing up your head because you know declaration of Biafra is on the 2nd. That is the way it is. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. You're making a good submission.
Thank you very much, my sister Clara Jean. That is just the fact. I don't want to just conclude it there, but since you said so, yes, because all indication from her character, from her behavior, from her playing patterns, it has indicated that the mandate to her was to destroy this man. If you cannot destroy him, find a way to kill him. That is just the mandate, and that is what she's been doing. Because if you watch all the things this woman has been doing, she's not even talking about the release of her husband.
Poison our leader survived in her hand. Our leader survived many poison. She poisoned our leader several times. Go and make inquiry. That woman poisoned several times in London. They made our leader to leave the house.
That's what I'm saying. It's just the definition of an agent. Because everything, she doesn't agitate for her husband to come out. No effort she has made ever for her husband to release. Rather, she is fighting those who are fighting to release her husband, those who are making effort. What is her business with IPOB and the affairs of IPOB? Or what is her business with our prime minister and what our prime minister is doing? Because her mandate was that bring that man down, whatever means you can. Don't let his agitation or whatever he's agitating for or whatever he believes in to rise again. Make sure that thing dies. That is your mandate. Is it whatever means possible you want to use to do it, do it. And that is what she's exactly executing. And she cannot stop until either she dies or they recall her from that mission. So we Biafrans, we will not let her rest because she's not going to stop. She doesn't have shame. They don't have shame. An agent, a secret agent that is a female does not have shame. They have the baddest of characters, the baddest of profile. They can do anything. They can kill, they can sleep with anybody as long as they're able to achieve their aim. You see, so we should not give her sleeping space because she's not going to back down. Her mandate they've been given to her, and they will continue to pressurize her to deliver. But she has come to meet us, and we will take her toe to toe, face to face. In any way she comes, we'll give her bumper to bumper. And at the end of the day, she will die and she will be forgotten like every other Delilah, forever about Sabo that have risen right from the ages that we have been fighting for this Biafra. I thank you very much, my brothers and sisters, my fellow Biafrans. We will continue to fight. We will never give up. This fight is a fight to finish. This agitation, we've continued to agitate for it. We will never give up. We will fight this fight till the end of we getting Biafra. If we don't get Biafra, this fight will not stop. And that is where we will stop. Biafra or Biafra. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I yield my mic.
Thank you so much, Helen. We've got so many people, a lot of people are on the mic. Please do share the space. We normally share the space when you come to the speaker side, and everybody on the space. We need to make sure this information is disseminated or all over. People are hearing us. We are telling it the way it is. Please share the space. I think
Akujegbe is the next person, isn't it?
Yeah, and then Nkiru has been trying to. Oyinsi have said, okay, Oyinsi, yeah. Nkiru, I don't know if you are not able to put your hands up. Agujegbe is next, but I mean, being a lady, I don't know if my brother Agujegbe will allow Nkiru to go ahead, and then you can go next. Please indicate. Oh yes.
Have I spoken?
Go ahead, Nkiru.
Have David spoken?
Who?
Nkiruka,
go ahead.
Okay.
Have David spoken?
David have spoken.
David?
Haba.
David, yes. Okay. Oh, my sister.
David, Nana, you've spoken. Go ahead, Nkiruka. David, go ahead.
Okay, my dear sisters. Waiting the shell. Waiting the happen. Waiting the happen. Oh God. Anyway, I greet my beautiful brothers and sisters on this space. Genuine Biafran, because I know that all these other saboteurs, our Igbo brothers and sisters, will be saboteurs, where they hold the meeting ahead. All those fake Ndubisi and all of them, Afrikaner. I'm sure they always come anonymous, they listen. And then they'll go and use us and hold meeting. Then they anonymous, they listen, they're fake people. Okay, my dear brothers and sisters, my genuine Biafran only. I greet everybody. I greet our leader. I greet our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We continue to pray for him, Chukwu Abiyama, and this treacherous lady that I don't know I don't know how that lady entered into his life. Our handsome leader. That this treacherous woman. Apunilo, where she come enter into this man's life? The thing they pain me. I greet our leader, my sisters. I greet our leader. Then I greet our able prime minister. Where we go? What did we for do? What did we for do for that zoo? If no be for Mazi Simon Banjok. What did we for do? People like me, where don't go the other side, go do small battle. Where this other man, where we they do this the last year. I spent all the money I spent last year. Where we they do that? This foolish man, since yesterday I've been crying for what this man posted. Posted.
My sister Nkiruka, God has answered your prayer. Don't cry anymore. God wants to strip him naked. That is why he is doing what he's doing, so that the likes of you and a lot of people will know. Everybody is leaving him because they can see him for his true color. The London boy is a curse. He is a murderer of his people. He killed those people and threw them into Izu River. So don't cry. This is what God wants to do. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is in this freedom. He will strip every single one of them naked, and he will throw them in the gutter where they belong. I'm telling you, your God has heard your cry. No more cry. Rejoice. Continue to pray to God to strip him more naked so that people will see his true color. He's an evil human being. Go ahead.
God will never forgive. God, that is it. It shall never be well with Mr. P2B. Mr. P2B shall never be well with you. He shall never for making Igbos cry, lament yesterday, lament, and all these some of these are fun jazz, and some Fulani people were laughing at us on the timeline. We are laughing at us.
My sister, so you were listening when I was saying it, that those who were supporting him, they should be ashamed. Obi, Nigerian politician is that Poor man to yourself, God for everybody. They are all going there for themselves, their family, and their loved ones. Nothing else, nothing more. And no president or present government that will be better than the one of yesterday. It will never happen. It will get worse. He like made the person wear holy. It will get worse. The only solution is division. When you divide it, everybody will find out how to repair their own side. That is the only solution, and that is our savior. So therefore, nobody should stand on our way. Not even that Delilah, the Jezebel